Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 5. We're gonna explain about basic concept of tax deposit and payment. But before we continue to our topic, let me introduce our members. The first one is myself, Chandra Kirana, and the second one is Rahela Anissa, and the third one is Siti Amara. So there are 4 topics that we gonna explain. The first one is definition of deposit tax. The second one is tax calculation. The third one is e-billing. And the last one is deposit due dates. For the definition of deposit tax and tax calculation will be explained by Siti Amara.
First, we're gonna talk about definition of deposit tax or tax on interest. Deposit on interest become the object of tax, so the final funds that we already receive are attached by tax deduction. Tax on deposit interest is a type of income or PPH. Amount of tax. The amount of tax imposed is 20% for deposits of more than 7.5 million rupiahs. Later, the amount of interest received by you will be reduced by the amount of tax. Meanwhile, the deposit value of less than 7.5 million rupiahs is not attached by tax deduction on deposit interest. The basis for the imposition of tax on deposit interest is based on Income Tax Article 4, Paragraph 2, namely income tax on certain types of income, which is final and cannot be credited with the income tax payable. Interest on deposits is a taxable object as stated in Income Tax Article 4, Paragraph 2. Now we're going to talk about tax calculation. For example, you have a savings deposit worth 50 million rupiahs with an annual deposit interest of 5%. You choose a deposit period of 12 months. So, the tax calculation on the deposit interest is as follows. When you're calculating the deposit interest per year, you do it by multiplying 50 million rupiahs with 5%, and it equals to 2.5 million rupiahs. When you're calculating the deposit interest per month, you do it by dividing 2.5 million rupiahs by 12 months, and it equals to 208,333.33 rupiahs. When you're calculating the tax on deposit interest per month, you do it by multiplying 208,333.33 rupiahs with 20%, and it equals to 41,666.66 rupiahs. And when you're calculating the tax on deposit interest per year, you do it by multiplying 41,666.66 rupiahs with 12 months, and it equals to 500,000 rupiahs. From the calculation above, the net interest earned by you is 2.5 million rupiahs minus 500,000 rupiahs, and it equals 2 million rupiahs. Meanwhile, the total savings earned after run out of time of the period is 50 million rupiahs, plus 2 million rupiahs equals 52 million rupiahs.
So I'm gonna explain about e-billing. E-billing is a method of sending bills and collecting electronic payments in which bills are delivered over the internet and customers can pay electronically. Tax payment system e-billing is a method of tax payment electronically using billing codes. You can pay tax payment or deposit with an electronic tax payment system. Electronic tax payment or deposits include payments in rupiah and United States dollar. Especially for payment in United States dollar, it can only be made for Income Tax Article 25, Income Tax Article 29, Final Income Tax paid by the taxpayer, Petroleum Income Tax, and Natural Gas Income Tax from taxpayer who have obtained a license or have submitted a notification to maintain bookkeeping in English and the United States dollar currency, and tax assessment letter and tax collection letter issued in United States dollar. So there are several data that needed to create a billing code. The first one is taxpayers NPWP. The second one is tax type code and deposit type code. The third one is tax period and taxpayer, and the last one is the amount of tax to be remitted to the state. The first thing that must be done before getting a billing via online DGT is to have an online DGT account. If you don't have one, you won't be able to get a billing code. Then, how do you do it? You have to go to the nearest tax office or KPP to ask for an e-VIN number, which is used to register for online DGT account. So for the first one step is login by entering your NPWP number, password and security code at dgponline.pajak.go.id/account/login. The second step is click the Pay menu and click e-billing. The third one, next the NPWP data, name and address will appear, which have been filled in automatically. After that, complete the unfilled information. And the fourth one, when finished, click Create Billing Code, enter the security code. And the last one is your data preview will appear and please check again. Then click Print. The e-billing code will successfully generated. So for the last topic about deposit due dates will be presented by Rahela Anissa.
Next, we are going to talk about deposit due dates. In general, you must deposit federal income tax withheld in both the employer and employee social security and Medicare tax. There are two deposit schedules, monthly and semi-weekly. Before the beginning of each calendar year, you must determine which of the two deposit schedule you are required to use. The deposit schedule you must use is based on the total tax liability you reported on Form 941 during a special rules for Forms 944 and 945. Schedule for depositing and reporting tax are not the same. Next, we are going to talk about the two types of depositing schedules. The first one is monthly deposit. Under the monthly deposit schedule, deposit employment taxes on payments made during a month by the 15th day of the following month. Employers who deposit monthly should only report their deposits quarterly or annually by filling Form 941 or Form 944. The second one is semi-weekly depositor. Under the semi-weekly deposit schedule, deposit employment taxes for payments made on Wednesday, Thursday, and or Friday by the following Wednesday. Deposit taxes for payments made on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and or Tuesday by the following Friday. Report your deposits quarterly or annually only by filling Form 941 or Form 944.
So I think that's all about our presentation. Don't forget to like, comment, and share our video to your social media. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.